It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Season's greetings. Happy holidays. Welcome, thank you for joining us. It's a very special Christmas edition. Ernie Johnson of 2K Sports here with the always jolly Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith,
Merry
who's
Christmas
also
to you, man.
relatively jolly. Yeah, and
You have my gift?
Maybe I do have. Did I get the gift that you sent me, or do I have a gift for you?
Either or.
No, neither.
Well, I'll get you two of those.
We have a song for you, Ernie.
What's that?
Hit the beat, Kenny. Ho, ho, yo. I got something to show. That's it.
We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Hornets out in Charlotte. Taking a look at the Hornets, they lost game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. And with a little bit of time here before tip-off, I'll kick off a topic. Defense, as we know, a key to winning basketball. Kenny, talk about the hallmarks of a great defensive team.
Well, first there has to be an anchor in the back. And if you have an anchor in the back, then all of a sudden you can start with containing the basketball and denying those open lanes, because you know if they try to get to the rim, the anchor is back there. And after that, it's all about getting your hands up and making sure you contest every single shot.
And your anchor has to be a great communicator. He has to talk, help his teammates, make those extra plays like, hey, move, slide your feet, Ernie, pass the ball, give back to Kenny, hey, watch out, he's cutting through.
You got me moving.
Ernie.
You got me moving.
Communication's the big key, Ernie.
You see, he was the anchor, and I started
Hands up,
moving.
Kenny, slide down, yeah, rotate, oh, yeah, get the 3.
See? Mm-hmm. Yeah. As soon as he started talking, I just went. It just, man.
2 great defenders right there. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
And thanks for joining us on this Christmas Eve. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. Last game, a tough loss for them in Indiana. And a very close one there, too. The buzzer sounded. They were only down by 1 bucket.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
Get a nice clean game, huh?
He'll be the Nets off the tip. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Lampert in at shooting guard. Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then it's Jarrett Jack. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Now Lamb. Screen by Jefferson. No good from Lamb. Over to the wing. Now the feed to Freak. His 3-pointers off the mark. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I caught up with the Hornets head coach. One of their harder tasks in this game will be finding a way to slow down the explosive scorer, Joe Johnson. He said there isn't any one answer, as Johnson can and will play so many different roles in an offense throughout the course of the game. He said he can initiate plays as well as finish plays. We'll just have to make sure we don't lose track of them. Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Young, a screen on Kid Gilchrist. And Jack, here we go. And he gets it to go. Jack's got his first points of the night.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Here's Walker. Now the pass to Jefferson. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Shot by Jack, wide open. That 3 off the mark. The Hornets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside, Walker. There's the three. The rebound by Young.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Good. They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Now here's Walker. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Chicago.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense
trading and fouled hard at that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Joe Johnson picks one up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Shooting.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Freak sets a screen for Jack. Here's the floater. The shot's good from Lopez.
Boy, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
So it's the Hornets now. They trail by 9 points. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
And now it's a double-digit lead. Freak's got 5 now.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Lamb. And the Nets also making a change. Mo Williams is checked. And Brooklyn has possession. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Jeremy Lin is out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Kaminsky. Then there's Batum. And it's Len in at the 4. So that's the Hornets 5. Outside, Walker, pass to Lin. Misses the 3.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Charlotte.
Kidd-Gilchrist.
Freak with it. 5 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Williams kicks to Freak. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And that's now 8 points for Freak.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers made some terrific plays. He finished with 15 points, and part of that scoring came from beyond the arc, adding a few threes to his already impressive season total. You really couldn't point to too many things he did wrong in what was a complete performance from him, guys.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, you know, he made play after play in that game.
You know, let's see if he can keep it going tonight. I say he does. I'll bet he goes off again.
That's a pretty bold prediction there. I mean, he's going to have to be very, very strong to even come close to dittoing that performance.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Len with a screen on Williams. Here's Len. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Len's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And he gets it to go.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Hornets trail by 8. Outside, Walker. Left side, Kidd-Gilchrist. They set the pick. Offensive rebound. Back to Walker. Lets it go from deep. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
In a wide open look for Len. Here's Len, and he banks in the layup. Len's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Kaminsky. Buries it from 3-point range. Kaminsky's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lopez sets a screen for Williams. Johnson, that's for 2. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it's Walker penetrating. Shot is off. Good D by Lopez.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Johnson dishes to Freak. Shoots from the elbow. Hornets with the rebound. Kaminsky's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Nets leading by 5. 1:15 left to play here in the second quarter. Lopez against Len. Here's Lambert. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 5 rebounds tonight. Walker against Williams. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Walker's shot is off. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Shot, high post. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. 10 points for Freak.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Walker against Williams. Shot's good by Walker.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Picked by Bargnani. Williams for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Len's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From deep, Walker. And another 3 for Charlotte. Williams. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. It's the Nets. They're up by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. Continue to have smart possessions. Let's keep the turnovers to a minimum. That was a big boost to our offense. I'll give you a compliment, though. The ball movement's been excellent. Love how many buckets we're getting off assists. And now listen, let's keep the ball moving in the third quarter. And when we're rotating it around the perimeter, I want you guys always looking for the opening to cut to the post. They'll be there. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. Fuel with Gatorade. We're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. Freak really making a difference here.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the little things, the intangibles, that make a big difference.
Exactly. The numbers don't necessarily pop out, but he's really making his presence felt out there on the court.
Well, we've got a moment left at the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Brooklyn now, Lambert in a two-guard. Johnson is out there with Young. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Jack in at the one. Over to the left wing. Freak with it. He's picked up by Walker. And that one's good. And 12 points for Freak.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Walker's shot is off. The Nets with the lead. Here's Johnson. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got his 7th assist in the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Lamb. Here's Jefferson. Lopez with the block. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. 8 feet away. Oh, and that one had the right spit on it, and it is good. And now it's a 6-point Nets lead. The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half.
Hornets timeout call.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what head coach of the Hornets said to his team. The most important points they can get, he said, are points in transition. He told them to push it.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Freak. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here's Walker. He's got 12. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Nets shooting about 42% so far. We've got Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lin. Then there's Batum, and it's Len in at the 5 roaming the paint. So that's the Hornets 5.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
That puts them in the lead. 10 points here for Lin.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Johnson kicks to Williams. The dish to Freak. Back to Williams. He feeds it to Johnson. Lopez, a screen on Kidd-Gilchrist. 3 on the clock. Lambert, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
It's been a strong game for Freak. He has 12 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
He misses the free throw. Brooklyn making some changes. Young comes in for Bargnani. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Mo Williams. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Young with the steal. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And it's Freak missing.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Johnson, the pass to Jack. Here's Lopez. No good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Outside, Walker. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Good. And it's 8 points for Al Jefferson.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And Jack kicks to Freak. Kept alive. Here's Lopez. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Charlotte in the lead. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Walker dishes to Jefferson. Free throw line jump shot. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 5th assist in this one. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Young, a screen on Walker. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
Fournier's checked in for Brooklyn. And Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Charlotte. Butler comes in for Walker. Freak's checked in for Brooklyn. Now here's Lamb. He's guarded by Lambert. Lamb passes to Finley. Right side Jefferson. The rebound by Young. Nets trail by 4. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Freak with it. Jefferson picks him up. Puts it up from 17. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill. Didn't give him a chance.
Butler takes to Lamb. And the 3 ball is good.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Johnson dishes to Jack. Screen by Young. Jack passes to Lambert. 1:33 left to play in the final quarter. And Jefferson sends it back. Now here's Butler to the paint. That's good from Jefferson on the assist by Butler. 14 points for Al Jefferson. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Charlotte making a switch here. Walker's checked in, and a change for the Nets. Williams, he's checked in for Jarrett Jack. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Jefferson, a screen on Johnson. Screen by Jefferson. Here's Walker. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Walker's got the lead up to 9 now for Charlotte.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
Back to Williams. Dishes to Freak. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And they go to the intentional foul.
It's been a good one for Walker. He's got 14 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Seven-second difference, shot and game clock. Young in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Lamb with the ball. Out defended by Freak. They double in with Freak. And the foul called on Freak. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Going to the line.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Well, Al, this was a game where you...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
You know what, Ernie? I must admit it. I didn't see this kind of performance coming from him tonight. He's been coming off a stretch of game where he just looked lost out there. To see him turn around this quickly, it's a nice surprise. Play after play, he was getting after it, making plays, and making it look easy.
Kemba Walker's game is all about desire, and you can see it. He wanted to win tonight. He ran the show so beautifully. He made big play after big play. His quickness and ball handling is probably top 5 in the league.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
NBA 2K TV, we crown a winner of the My Park Championship and reveal the brand new park. Hang with NBA All-Star Andre Drummond.
I wanted to tell my mom, but at the same time, I didn't want to get too excited, so I wanted to hear from somebody else first.
We keep you up to date on the road to the finals. Vote on your top plays of the week, and of course, give you a chance at some VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
And in part because I just thought they came out flat in that game and could never recover, just not their best effort.
And I thought perhaps they might get an injection of life from somebody off the bench, but that never happened either.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Okafor with the screen on Williams. Here's Nurkic. Okafor kicks to Landry, and the shot is good. Landry's got his first points of the game.
Yes, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down. The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
Kicks it to Grant from the arc. The rebound by the Nets. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
Wonderful, Doris. Thanks for the report.
You know, I think he's right to be concerned about the defense they're going up against today. I mean, it's going to take some creativity for them on offense to be able to score consistently.
I think that's their primary concern. I mean, they'd be fooling themselves if they said scoring against this D is going to be easy.
Now here's Johnson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Puts up the baby hook. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all
those. The 76ers leading. Okafor out there with Carl Landry. Then there's Grant. Then it's Tony Wroten. And it's Woolridge in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Hands it from downtown. Woolridge has got the first basket of the second quarter for the 76ers. Williams dishes to Freak. Lopez right side. Here's Young. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Now, here's Wroten. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The 11-footer, and Okafor with the basket on the assist by Landry. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Johnson outside. Lambert the pass to Young. Offensive rebound. Freak kicks to Williams. Here's Lopez and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
A chance here, Kevin, to take a look at the 76ers and how they rank in the NBA right now. First in opponent field goal shooting. 5th in opponent points per game. And this is also what I would call a pretty solid offensive rebounding team. I mean, they've got a top 10 ranking in the second chance points category.
And go back to their top-notch defense. They just smother you and impose their will on you. A lot of nights it seems like teams don't even know what hit them.
That's good from Brook Lopez. Kendall Marshall's checked in for Wroten. And both free throws good for Lopez.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Second quarter of action, about 1.5 minutes played. Here's Woolridge. The second effort, and it's Okafor missing.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Baseline J on the way. And again, it's the Nets missing. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Andrew with the screen. Now here's Marshall, covered by Lambert. And Marshall kicks to Okafor. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Okafor's got 6.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Williams dishes to Johnson. Here's Lambert. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers leading by 4. No one near him. A nice shot by Woolridge. 11 points in the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Lopez a screen. Williams kicks to Lopez. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Landy. Young for 3, and he gets it to go. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Timeout for the 76ers.
Noel's checked in for Philadelphia. The Nets also changing it up. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. 76ers on top, leading by a point. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Again here for our Christmas Day matchup. Brooklyn trailing, and Brooklyn looking who they've got. Lambert in a 2-guard. Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then there's Johnson, and it's Williams at the 1 spot.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
The 76ers shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets did some really solid work on the floor. He ended with 17 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. Not a lot of mistakes made by him in what was an excellent showing of his skill.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
Brooklyn leading by 3. Outside Williams. And he gets the bucket. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Screened by Grant. Nurkic with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Nurkic kicks to Woolridge. Here's Okafor. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. And that one misses.
Yeah, we've seen some good numbers for Okafor. He has 8 points, and what a great game he's having on the boards, too.
And whatever else he's done, make no mistake that rebounding has been the priority for him. He works harder on the glass than anywhere else.
Here's Nurkic. No good. The Nets go the other way with it.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
Johnson, that's for 2, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Outside, Woolridge. Picked by Okafor. Here's Nurkic. Tries again. They shoot again. And Okafor with the layup. Okafor's got 4 this quarter.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for.
It's just simple, guys. No rebounds, no rings. We need to dominate the glass. Biggs, get the ball off the rim and get it out to our guards so we can get out in transition.
And now we have a chance to check out free kick. How last month turned out for him? 7th in free throw percentage, 11th in steal, and in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And yeah, you know, he's the real deal at the foul line. You want him at the line for you in crunch time.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Williams kicks to Johnson. The 3. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And let's take this moment to check out the point guards with the highest shooting percentage from the last 10 games. The 76ers trail by 3. Outside, Woolridge. Nobody near Nurkic. And he hits it to tie the game up. Nurkic has got 13 points.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Williams passes to Lopez. From 12 feet out. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And the Nets lead by 2. The 76ers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Landry with a screen for Nurkic. Pass to Woolridge. For the lead. Rebound, Brooklyn. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Freak with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Williams can't get it to go. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Nurkic has it in the corner. The baseline J. That's good. Nurkic has got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And a wide open look for Freak. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists tonight. 76ers shooting is leaving some to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. Landry with the screen. Landry, a screen on Williams. And it's Grant in the corner. The three-pointer, no good. Nets leading by 3. From 17 feet out. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The 76ers shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
Yeah, but they've been killing it from the free throw line tonight. Those points keep adding.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. They've got Noel. Also Woolridge out there. Tony Wroten out there with Okafor. And it's Nurkic in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Wroten kicks to Okafor. Doubled by Lambert. Lopez with the block. And they're able to recover. They get it back. Here's Okafor. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Here's Okafor. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And that one falls for Okafor.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
That's good from Johnson. Here's Roten. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Noel loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
At the line, the 76ers, Thaddeus Young. At the line for 2.
That one is off. And he sinks the second.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
The 76ers trail by 4. There's a screen by Noel. Roten kicks to Okafor. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Johnson penetrating. No good. Nice D from Woolridge.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Nurkic. Young with the steal. Williams inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Lopez a screen. Williams kicks to Freak. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And 11 points for Freak.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Roten dishes to Noel. Second chance shot, and scoring with the play inside is Okafor.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Woolridge. Clock at 6. Now the dish to Roten. Puts up a 3. That is good. Now just a 2-point Nets lead.
The Nets call timeout. Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancers.
Carl Landry's checked in for Philadelphia. Jeremy Grant comes in for Roten.
Jeremy Grant.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Williams. And it's 8 points for Brook Lopez.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed his team. He told his players, guys, we're letting opportunities slip away in transition. Let's push it up the floor, look to score some points in early offense. Kevin, can they pick up the tempo?
A minute 50 left in the fourth. Now Nurkic has to Woolridge. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And it's Freak missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Now, here's Nurkic, defended by Lambert, and finished off by Nurkic.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And, Greg, I've got to admit to you, I mean, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. But they've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort to the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight is also helped.
Shots good from Young.
What a bucket and one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancer.
Landry with the screen. Landry, a screen on Williams.
Yeah, clutch basket, even with him being on the short end of the stick, size-wise.
Really, Greg, just shows you the toughness and determination this man has. Impressive.
Young's shot is off. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's stolen by Johnson.
And it's still within reach.
But they have to be really close to perfect from here on out. I mean, they have to get their offense right on target, right on point immediately.
11 feet away. It's good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the knee to shreds.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Back to Woolridge. Rejected by Lopez. Get that out of here. Rejected and collected. Great deep. Time expires and we're going to overtime. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching Reliker just joining us. This one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And so in the game for the 76ers, Carl Landry is out there with Grant. Then there's Okafor. Then it's Woolridge. And it's Nurkic in at the point. Finished off the break. Nurkic has got the first basket here in overtime for the 76ers.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch. You can't get in a much better position for the three than that. Everything was right on target, it just didn't fall.
Can he keep it going? No good. Jack with the defensive effort. Brooklyn trailing. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Jack's a running.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen. Jack has been putting up the numbers. He's got 8 points and the 2 nice steals as well.
You know what? He's getting to the line. He's passing. He's really just converting in both those areas. He has been money.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really old school basketball, and you know how that is. Certain parts of the game never go out of style. They're always relevant, and he's excelled in those areas today.
Nurkic. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. That's good.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. They set the pick. Jack passes to Lambert. A three-pointer off the mark.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
Picked by Okafor, and Woolridge pitched to Nurkic. Landry dishes to Woolridge. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. No good from Grant. Brooklyn's gotten neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall here in overtime. Nurkic against Jack. Now here's Freak. Okafor grabs the miss. Clark, a big-time possession here.
Tell you what, their hearts have to be racing right now.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Nurkic against Jack. No luck. The Nets go the other way with it. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He feeds it to Freak. Lopez left side. Tries it from 9. Rebound by the 76ers. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here, Sean.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. They escape with a victory, although...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Let's take a look with a strong double-double, points and rebounds. He was a force that was not going to be denied with his efforts both on offense and defense. Let's go to Kenny. What'd you think about his performance?
There were a lot of things he did well tonight, but...
And that will do it for our special Christmas Day broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon, and good night, everybody.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the Brooklyn Nets in their house, Barclays Center. Looking at the Nets, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games. They can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. And let's talk for a moment about Derrick Rose. He's missed so much time the past several seasons with injuries. Kenny, is it too much to expect him to return to his former level, his MVP level?
Well, maybe not the MVP level, but he still can be a serviceable all-star, meaning he might not be able to dominate for 82 games, but he could do it for 40. And then he could do it for playoff time. So I do think the knee surgeries took a little toll on him, as they would any player, but I still think he has a lot left in the tank.
He might be able to get back to his MVP level, but it's going to take a full season of injury-free play to get that confidence back. Full season, Ernie, 82 games.
That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with the call, and we will see you later on.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan with Doris Burks on the sideline as well. For the Brooklyn Nets, they come into tonight's game after losing to Philadelphia. And that's one they'd like to have back. A little more focus would have been enough. Just a 4-point loss.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
So off the tip, it's Brooklyn. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Chicago right now, at the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Butler and Snell are the wingmen, and it's Rose in at the point.
You know what? He's really alienated himself from these fans. It's an unfortunate situation.
Yeah, it really is, Greg. You don't like to see that, but he made himself public enemy number 1 simply by comments that he made and some of his antics. Hopefully it's a learning experience for him.
Screen by Young. Johnson attacking. Excellent use of the screen that time. Johnson's got his first points of the night.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Gasol kicks to Butler. And it's Freak with the rebound. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Dishes it to Young. Inside, Gasol with the steal. Rose attacking out to the right wing. The shot by Butler, nobody around. A three-pointer is right on target. Butler's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Williams for 3, and the Nets another 3.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Here's Snell. 11 points for him in that last game against Philadelphia. Here's Johnson. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Rose. He used that pick to perfection. Rose has got his first basket.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Here's Williams. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the Jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
So it's Chicago now. They trail by 7. And Butler gets it to go.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Nets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Lopez, a screen on Rose. It's Williams with the drive. Rose with some nice D.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Noah with a screen for Rose. Fades away. Again, Chicago.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Passes to Young. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Rose in the post. He's guarded by Williams. And it's Rose missing. Joe Johnson on the wing. It's Young on the wing, defended by Gasol. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Bulls trail by 3. Inside, Young with the steal. Knocks it loose. Butler with the steal. Outside Rose. Outside Gasol. Bulls moving the ball around. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Noah. Here's Williams. So for Chicago right now, Butler and Snell are the wingmen. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's Rose in at the 1.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Gasol setting the pick for Rose. Here's Snell. He's guarded by Johnson. Gasol's shot is good.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers was a big factor. He had 11 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. It was just a solid outing for him, and one that every coach likes to see.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
And the first one drops. Brook Lopez hits them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Now here's Rose. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Philadelphia.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Nets leading by 6. Lopez, a screen on Rose. And Williams, here we go. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Lambert the pass to Young, and the shot is good. Young's got his first bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Gasol dishes to Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Rose against Williams. And it's Rose missing. The Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And it's Lopez penetrating. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Bulls trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Butler in the corner. And again, Chicago, no good.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Young outside. Pass to Lambert. Williams kicks to Johnson. He dishes it to Freak. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. And now it's a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And it's good. 7 points for Freak.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
All right, now, I want everyone here at the Barclays Center to welcome to the court your Nets dancers.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Powell. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Brooklyn ahead, delivering the blowout. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
All right, now.
Okay, guys, great work in the first half. That's how you take care of business on your home court. Couple things. Obviously, we've shot the lights out, and that's not been by accident. You guys have done a heck of a job finding good looks every time down. Keep working hard to get those high percentage shots. We were able to make an impact with our low post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches in the paint. I think it's time for a healthy dose of pick and roll. That's a bread and butter play for us when we get it going, and we are going to get it going. We played just the kind of basketball we came to play. Keep that same focus right through the next 2 quarters. Go get them.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Nice game. Great performance by Brook Lopez.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Lambert in at shooting guard. Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then there's Mo Williams, and it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. And he gets it to go. And that's now 10 points for Brook Lopez.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Here's Gasol. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 3rd assist on the night. Brooklyn leading by 20. Williams kicks to Freak to the inside. Lopez. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lopez has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Williams against Rose. He feeds it to Gasol.
That's a walk.
Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Gasol's got 10 points.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a much better job next time of just bodying up. Get some muscle into him.
I didn't see that money from that range.
Rose gets to Gasol. 14 feet away. Joe Johnson pulls it in. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 9 when they put up a three-point shot tonight. Feeds it to Lopez. Young inside, working on Noah. That drops. Young's got his second basket of the game.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Noah the screen. Rose against Williams. Three-pointer, Butler. The rebound by the Nets. This their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Yeah, you know, these are two rival teams that will see each other a fair amount this season. We'll see which team can tip it off with a win.
Rose with the ball. Williams picks him up. That's good from Gasol on the assist by Rose.
Timeout.
Rose has got his 5th assist in this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And a look now at the last month for the Nets. How did they stack up in the league statistics? First in opponent offense. And they're number 2 in team three-point field goal percentage. They've got a lot of guys who love the three-point shot, and they do a good job of running plays to get those guys open.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
Bulls trail by 20. There's the pass to Gasol. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 6 assists in the game. Last outing for Chicago, they won that game against Philadelphia. Williams passes to Lambert. Kicks it to Young. Shot from 16, and he gets it to go. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Butler sets a screen for Rose. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Lopez. Offensive rebound. Freak dishes to Young. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Rose kicks to Gasol, and there's the feed to Snell. Down low, here's Rose, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Rose has got 9.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
A minute 42 left in the 3rd quarter. Lopez, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Noah with a screen on Williams. In the corner, Snell with it. Shoots. Brooklyn with the rebound. Lopez has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Good.
Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
Now the dish to Butler. cannot hit. Great D that time from Lambert. Goes up again. Lopez with the block. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Young's shot is off. Bulls trail by 21. Rose passes to Butler. Johnson against Rose. A floater. They get a hand on it and taken away by Johnson. Pass to Freak. Back to Johnson. Freak kicks to Lopez. Stolen by Noah. From deep, Rose. It's off. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Nets lead by 21. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
I realize this. I realize this. Respect this here. Check. I realize this.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Brooklyn. In. So the Bulls 5 right now. Dunleavy is out there with Mirotic. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Livingston in at the 2. Jack with it. There's the screen. Jumper off the screen. Nice jump shot. Good.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Mirotic has a wide open look. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. That's 10 points for Nikola Mirotic. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And here is Jack. There's a screen by Robinson. Johnson attacking. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. Rose dishes to Dunleavy. Good D by Johnson. Nets leading by 22. And Jack kicks to Freak. And Jack, here we go. At the top of the key, Lopez. A nice jump shot from the top of the key.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And so this victory tonight will give them the front end of what I believe will be a knockdown, drag-out season series, folks. They win the first of what will be 3 this year against the Bulls.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Freak. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Gasol doing all sorts of things. He has 17 points and 2 steals. He's had great awareness out there, exploiting those passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And Clark, it's as if he's been a step ahead of everyone else out there today.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Johnson. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Jarrett Jack. There's a screen by Robinson. Lambert, Rose with the block. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Portis, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. Chicago has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. Rose gets the bucket.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Now, Freak. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lopez a screen, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us. Tell us about the energy out there tonight. It seemed like there was a ton of intensity on the floor.
You know, the crowd brought so much energy. You know, it's Brooklyn energy. The noise in the building was fantastic. You know, and we just need more of that in the season.
Brooke, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time. But first, the post-game show with Ernie Johnson just a few aisles above us.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Heat in Miami. For Miami, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball, looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. There are a lot of really exciting players in Orlando, some freakish athletes to say the least. Which Magic player would you say, Kenny, is the most exciting to watch?
Ooh, most exciting? But most intriguing I'm waiting to see probably is Aaron Gordon. You know, he didn't get a lot of chances last season, but he showed he could be a load and have a handful of athletic plays that will get you on our show on 2K Sports.
That's a good choice, Kenny, but I'm going to go with my main man, Victor Oladipo. He's slowly growing into a star, and he can play both guard spots.
How about some Elfrid Payton,
Ooh,
too?
I like Elfrid. I love the hair, man. If I had his hair, I would give $5,000 for every strand.
If I had his hair, I would cut it off and become bald.
Oh, I like his hair.
Time for tip. We send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
It's game time here in Miami as the crowds at the American Airlines Arena look to cheer on the hometown Heat. This road trip for the Magic kicking things off here in this one. And, of course, Freak is proudly wearing the Miami Heat colors for the first time.
And speaking of the trade, I spoke to him earlier, and he's very excited about getting a fresh start with his new team. He thinks he'll be able to get them to that next level.
And this team takes on an entirely different look when he's on the floor. I mean, you've got to believe it's going to improve them by leaps and bounds.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Orlando, Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Oladipo is out there with Watson, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. In the corner, it's Harris. No good with the triple. Freak kicks to Dragic. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here we go, one-on-one. And Watson with the basket on the assist by Oladipo. Watson's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Magic. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Quinn Snyder. Doris, what do you have to say?
A big factor in today's game, he said, is how they are able to handle Chris Bosh. He said often in games, Bosh is the X factor with his ability to gather rebounds and finish off chances inside. In order to keep him from dominating the fight on the glass, they'll have to match his intensity every step of the way. Guys?
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Dragic. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Toronto.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
Harris passes to Oladipo. Vucevic up top. It's hauled in by the Heat. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Well, it's a big-time victory when you can storm back like they did. They did not have a good first half, but completely outdid themselves in the third quarter.
You know what? I like the fact that they really used that halftime break well. Obviously, not only did they go in and get refocused and come out fired up, but they also, I thought, really flipped their game plan a little bit, made some terrific adjustments.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Lambert. No good from outside.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And the pass to Oladipo. Puts it up from 17. Can't get it to go. The Heat go the other way with it. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
And, you know, they'd say they were aggressive. The other guys might say they got a favorable whistle. We'll see if that continues tonight and what gives.
Gordon, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up. A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Vucevic. He's coming off a 19-point game against Boston.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Orlando leading by 3. And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Outside Dragic. There's the pick. He feeds it to Freak. It's stolen by Harris. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And that one's good.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Here's Lambert. A three-pointer is right on target. Freak's got 6.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Oladipo outside. Gordon with the screen for Oladipo. In the corner, it's Harris. Here's the 3. Harris missing again.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Dragic with it. Now Dragic off the drive. And Oladipo has it in the corner. It's hauled in by the Heat. 1:11 left here in the opening quarter. Outside Dragic. Pass to Lambert. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The dish to Oladipo. Jump shot is good. Oladipo's got 6 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now here's Dragic. He's covered by Watson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And he makes the first. And the Heat with some changes. Anderson. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Oladipo and Harris are the wings. And it's Watson in at the 1 spot. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. 8 points for Freak.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
There's the pick. Watson dishes to Oladipo. Gordon with the screen for Oladipo. He kicks it to Gordon. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And the second free throw, good. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. This is to Whiteside. Now here's Freak, guarded closer. Nice D from Oladipo.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Once again off the mark, Orlando.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
It's Dragic with the drive. They set the screen. Bosh can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Count that one.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Here is Whiteside. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. And it's Dragic off the drive. To the paint. Here's Bosh trying to get open as Dang. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Bosh. And here's Watson. 9 points last game. Oladipo outside. Shoots from 12. That one rolling around and rims out. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They set the pick. Dragic kicks the freak. Right side Bosh. And stolen by Gordon. We've got 1:18 left in the first half of the game. Doubled by Lambert. Now Watson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And that one's good. Watson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic. Heat shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Bosh passes to Lambert. Back to Bosh. Outside Dragic. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Clock at 6. Lambert. No good off the front iron.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Oladipo dishes to Watson. Passes it to Vucevic. Watson kicks to Gordon. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Yeah, and that's a nice adjustment on their part, Greg. Even for the best three-point shooting teams, sometimes you've got to do a little something different to get your offense going.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Anderson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Haslam comes in for Chris Bosh. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Luol Deng. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Freak.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative, much more aggressive.
And so that's the end of the first half.
Hey, Kevin, well, Coach, with this type of ball game, what needs to happen in order for you to pull out a win tonight?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
Coach, thank you so much.
The second half just about to get going here.
Nice numbers from Gordon. He has 8 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Dragic is out there with Freak, and it's Wade in at the 3 spot. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Dragic off the pick from Lambert. For 3. No luck. And Orlando the other way now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars than a game of basketball.
to the middle. Tries from 10. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Bosch.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Watson, the pass to Vucevic. They set the pick. Harris outside. Back to Vucevic. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Vucevic has got his first basket of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut back down to single digits on a much-needed basket there from Bosch. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Oladipo dishes to Harris. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And it's Dragic off the drive. The wide open look here for Bosch. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Orlando leading by 9. Watson kicks to Vucevic. Oladipo outside. Gordon with the screen for Oladipo. Back to Vucevic. Oladipo outside. Shot clock at 6. And that one comes up a bit short. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Wade, good.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Okay, Miami, now coming to the court are your Heat dancers. Let them hear ya.
A different look for Miami. Josh McRoberts comes in for Hassan Whiteside. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Napier passes to Dedmon. The pass to Swift. Good ball movement here by the Magic. 6 to shoot. Feeds to Fry. Jumper off the screen, and the jumper is on the mark.
Assist goes to
Fry's got 7 points in the game.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Lampert misses the layup.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Magic. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Heat shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. On the court for Orlando, they've got Napier. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Gordon, and it's Hezonja in at the 2-guard spot. Wade can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
The Magic making a switch here. Harris is checked in. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Check out the stats for free. He has 8 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point range.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Josh McRoberts is checked in for Miami. Ennis comes in for Dwayne Wade. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Orlando. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Pass to Dedmon. Here's Hezonja. Kicks it to Nicholson. Dedmon passes to Hezonja. The feed to Nicholson. Harris outside. He dishes it to Napier. Rebound by the Heat.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
That's his second personal foul. Free!
That free throw, no good. A different look for Miami. Chris Bosh is checked in for Haslam. Dang comes in for Johnson. And it's Dragic in for James Ennis. The Magic also changing it up. Vucevic checked in for Andrew Nicholson. Victor Oladipo comes in for Hezonja. And it's Watson in for Shabazz Napier.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line for the Heat, C.J. Watson. At the line for two.
Free throw drops for Watson. Hunter's checked in for Freak. Marbles. New group in for the Heat. Chris Anderson is checked in for Bosh. Haslam comes in for Luol Deng. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Hunter. And Freak subbed in for Goran Dragic. To the inside, Oladipo.
Whoa! That's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent.
Hey, guys, as important as it is to go out and compete, let's not forget the entertainment element of this game. What an unreal finisher.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. They recover it. They get it back, and they get it back. Swift, the pass to Hezonja. He feeds it to Vucevic. It's Oladipo on the wing. And another shot. Excellent D there from Lambert. For Miami, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Magic.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
You know, no matter what happens next time they meet, I think this was the biggest game they'll play against each other this season. Getting that 2-1 advantage means so much.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Napier. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And Watson with the basket on the assist from Channing Frye.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
Here's Lambert. Connects on the 17-footer.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
Here's Hezonja. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think,
they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan Player of the Game?
His play off the bench was critical in getting them back into the win column. Their last game didn't go as well for them, but he helped them get on track. He provided.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille.
You really struggled shooting the ball tonight. Care to comment on that?
You're right. I just couldn't get anything going early, and I never found a rhythm. I'm working on it, though. I'm going to watch the film later tonight, but I already have some ideas about what I was doing wrong. It'll get better. At least I'm confident in that.
They really had your number out there tonight, and it wasn't even close. What happened?
I can't speak for the rest of the team, but I know I wasn't very happy with my performance. So I'm going to review the film, get to work in practice tomorrow, and try to do better next time out. And that's all I can do, really.
With just having joined this team, are you having any trouble developing chemistry with your new teammates?
Like, I don't even get where a question like that is coming from. We played one game together so far, my man. One game. Of course, it's going to take some time getting used to. But I have every bit of confidence in the coaching staff and my new teammates that this is going to be a great place for me. We're going to win some games, so get ready. All right? I'm out.
You're always going to have people who don't believe.
I wanted to tell my mom, but at the same time, I didn't want to get too excited, so I wanted to hear from somebody else.
We keep you up to date on the road to the finals. Vote on your top plays of the week, and of course, give you a chance at some VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Happy New Year, everybody. Hope you're ready for another year of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Got Kenny the Jet Smith, and got the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Atlanta Hawks. Last game for Atlanta, they ended up with a loss to the Mavericks at American Airlines Center. Playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. Hey, Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
This is when we make our resolutions for 2016. I don't really like to make resolutions, guys, but I guess if I had to, I would say I would like to actually dunk one-handed.
Well, Elevator Ernie, you better have a trampoline as part of that fantasy.
Well, I don't even think you can dunk donuts in coffee, man, so keep it moving.
See, that's why I don't like to make resolutions. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Say does that star-spangled banner
There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We're in Miami for some Heat basketball. This hometown crowd ready to go. They're still compensating for the loss of Jeff Teague.
And that news, Kevin, means this team faces a very tough challenge. His production will be sorely missed, and it's not a problem they can just wave a wand at and make go away. I mean, this is when everyone else on that bench has to really come together and raise their performance.
And, guys, a lot of times the bench can fill that gap for a while, but when you're talking about something that's long-term, that could spell real trouble for this group. Now, some of the pressure may shift to the front office because they may have to make a move to bolster that roster.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Hawks. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Gallinari in at the small forward. Now here's Millsap. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Now here's Freak. Gallinari covering. The feed now to Freak. He kicks to Whiteside. Bosh, the screen. It's stolen by Korver. So here's Gallinari. His last outing, he had 18 points. Schroeder kicks to Korver. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Horford. Misses off the left iron. The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to Dallas.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that when they just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own heads, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
So here's Gallinari following the basket by Chris Bosh. Gallinari dishes to Horford. Korver passes to Gallinari. Right wing, shot clock at 5. 13 feet away, and the shot is good. Gallinari's got his first 2 points of the night. And so here is Miami. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And, guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
He was all alone on that one. Millsap's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now here's Freak. 11 points for him in that last game against Orlando.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
For so long, Clark, Freak has made it apparent that he wants to be a global star. Isn't that what all these guys really want? Yeah. Tries to achieve that through endorsements. You wonder if he has taken some of his focus off the game.
Well, you know, it's perfectly fine for any NBA player to sign a few endorsements, but you have to make sure that the main thing stays the main thing. NBA players need to hoop more than they need to worry about their brand.
Now here's Dang. Following the miss by Paul Millsap. It's stolen by Korver. Pass to Gallinari. Lets it go from 11. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Now Schroeder following the three-point attempt by Freak. And Gallinari kicks to Millsap. Baseline jumper, and it's Miami with the rebound. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
And that was an ugly loss for them last time playing these guys. And really, the rebounding differential was the key.
They got worked over on the boards. That's about as plain as I can put it. You can't leave your teammates on an island down there. You need everybody going to the glass.
Now Schroeder following the three-point attempt by Freak. Here's Gallinari. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there. Just tell me.
Here's Schroeder. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas. This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. We've got Paul Millsap. Hardaway is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Thabo Sefolosha. And it's Jerebko in at the center position. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Freak with it. Wade outside. Out to the wing. And a wide open look for Freak. No good on the 3.
I tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic gave them an edge. He ended with 11 points and flashed his range a few times in the process. It was just a solid outing for him and one that every coach likes to see.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
That's good. 8 points for Paul Millsap.
They've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Freak kicks to Whiteside. Right wing. Here's Lambert. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Schroeder kicks to Millsap. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Whiteside inside. Working on Jerebko. And that one's good. Freak's got 5.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Okay, Miami, now coming to the court are your Heat dancers. Let them hear ya.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra. He wanted their offense to run through Bosch. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
2 shots.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. And here's Freak. He's got 5. Bosch dishes to Freak. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Millsap, and he bangs it home with one hand.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
How about battling through the...
And a pretty tightly contested game.
Well, I'm here with Coach Eric Spoelstra. And, Coach, at what end of the floor are you guys looking to make adjustments for in this second half?
Well, on both ends. Decision-making off.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Dang and Bosch, your small and power forwards. Dragic is out there with Freak, and it's Whiteside in at the 5. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Schroeder passes to Millsap. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Now, Freak. He has 5. Deflects the pass. Gallinari with the steal. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Schroeder kicks to Horford for the lead. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Horford's got his second bucket of the night. But this game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
There's 6 already. Intensity is the theme for this one.
Here's Whiteside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. 9 points now in the game for Hassan Whiteside.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
So here's Gallinari. He's got 8. Horford with the screen on Deng. Gallinari wide open. Atlanta gets it back. Horford no luck. The Heat with the lead. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Bosch against Millsap. Shoots off the screen. And another basket for Miami.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Hawks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Korver kicks it over to Schroeder. He dishes it to Millsap. Off target from outside.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Here's Bosch. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And it's a 5-point Heat lead.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Schroeder passes to Millsap. Picked by Horford. Deng against Gallinari. And the shot is long.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
It's Dragic with the drive. Atlanta with the rebound. Horford's got his 5th rebound in this one. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Millsap a screen on Dragic. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Outside for Korver. Almost, but it rolls out.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Deng dishes to Bosch. Fires from deep. And that one's good. Freak. Freak's got 8 points.
They're not going to run that play very often. But hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that 3.
1:58 left to play in the third. Millsap a screen on Dragic. Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. Here's Millsap. It's good from the top of the key. He's got 16.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And a new group in for the Heat. Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Whiteside. Josh McRoberts comes in for Chris Bosh. So it's Miami now. On the court right now for the Hawks. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Tavo Sefolosha. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. Johnson, the pass to Lambert. The three-pointer off the mark. The Hawks trail by 11. Schroeder with the ball. Wade picks him up. Horford kicks it over to Schroeder. Horford with a screen on Wade. Schroeder passes to Horford. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Heat.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shots.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
The Heat making a switch here. Deng's checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Gallinari's checked in. Now here's Freak. And there's the pass to Whiteside. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Hawks. Schroeder with the ball. Wade picks him up. Schroeder kicks to Horford. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The Heat leading by 10. Bosch, the screen. Wade dishes to Bosch.
Bosch has been having his way out there. He has 9 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
Kyle Korver. He's checked in for Justin Holiday. And he can't hit the second. The Hawks trail by 10. Schroeder passes to Korver. Kicks to Millsap. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
Wade gets the bucket.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Schroeder kicks to Korver. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Picked by Horford. Right side Korver. There's the dish to Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Korver. Millsap has the open look. Buries it from three-point range. Millsap's got 21.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Freak kicks to Bosch. Pass to Wade. Right side a screen. And it's Wade penetrating. Count that as his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, guys. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team.
Miami also making a switch. Freaks checked in for Dwayne Wade. Atlanta making some changes. They set the pick. Mack dishes to Urepko. Feeds to Mack. Puts up a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Right side, the pass to Lambert. Elbow shot is on the way. Good D by Hardaway.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
There's 42 seconds left in the game. Sefolosha kicks to Hardaway. And no good, and a chance to take the lead. Here's Miami now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Dragic dishes to Freak. They grabbed their own miss.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Misses the three. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And he commits the intentional foul. And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So he comes up empty, missing both.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we still got a game.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Horford. Got it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Freak with the guy. Good screen. Tight pass.
5 seconds left in the game.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Here's Schroeder. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. Back after this from the American... Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. So Atlanta will get the first possession. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Freak is out there with Dragic. And it's Dang in at the three, the small forward. And it's Schroeder missing.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Bosch. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he'd be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Guys, I'll bet those adjustments come as a bit of a surprise as they've waited until the overtime to make them. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. And he gets it to go.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
And the Hogs making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. It's extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. Schroeder with the ball. Millsap a screen. And it's Korver off the drive. Here's Schroeder. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And that one's good. Free. The Hawks trail by 4. And here's Schroeder. Millsap a screen. Peter passes to Court. Down low, here's Horford. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Looking at the game Horford's been having, he has 9 points and a block. He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
And also, how about the intangibles? All the little things that he's done. That's also really important. And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Right side, Dragic. Pass to Freak. The offensive rebound. Tries yet again. Not enough on that one as it misses. Clark, a critical possession right here.
Boy, Kevin, you can just feel the crowd on pins and needles right now.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Now Dragic. He feeds it to Whiteside. Nails it. Big time bucket there, Clark.
And Kevin, the crowd is loving it.
And guys, you don't have to tell these fans how important that shot was.
Millsap kicks to Corbin. It's good. This game is all even.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Dishes it to Freak. Six to shoot.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them the lead. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, Clark, but things finally came together for him in overtime.
Looked to me like the amber light on the gas tank didn't quite come on. They still had enough fuel to get across the finish line comfortably.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Goran Dragic. And Goran, what a nice show the team put on for your fans tonight.
Yeah, great game for us, for our fans. They were amazing. This kind of games is really enjoying to play. We are hustling on every play, defense and offense, and I'm really happy that we won that game.
You enjoyed it, and we enjoyed it. Thank you, Goran. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Goran Dragic.
What a tremendous game for Dragic. This guy is a fantastic point guard. Whenever he's on the floor, the offense just flows so well. He can penetrate, he can start the break, he can score, and the thing he does best, getting everybody else involved.
I think his efficiency from the field was the biggest factor in this win. He made over 60% of his shots. I don't care if you're playing one-on-one or one-on-5. That is a great percentage.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.